welcome to another Daily Digest video. I'm Merriam, and today I am playing a Devoted Druid combo deck, although you wouldn't be able to tell it from this hand. But it is one that I think makes some significant upgrades to the way the list is structured. So one of the things I've disliked about Counters Company and the way it is typically built is it has so many combo pieces, like 4 Vizier, 4 Devoted Druid, and those are just weak cards by themselves, especially Vizier. And devoting so many slots to those weak cards makes the backup aggro plan pretty poor. So this version of the deck, rather than play Collected Company, which isn't enough to carry the backup plan, despite how powerful it is, plays Chord and Eldritch Evolution, so 2 different tutors, and because of that gets to cut down on the weak combo pieces. There's only a Singleton Vizier, you have Renegade Rallier to buy it back if it happens to die or get discarded, that makes a lot of room for cards like Kitchen Finks and Renegade Rallier and Tireless Tracker, things like that that can actually win a fair game if your combo doesn't go off. And then Devoted Druid's still a 4-of because making mana is great, and that's good with Chord, it's good with Township, so Druid's still a functional card, but the other combo pieces are pretty weak. So I like having a better fair game plan. This hand is obviously super mana heavy, but we do have the Township, our best mana sink, so I think this is a keep, because it also has a pretty reasonable start, but definitely bottoming that land. Opponent is on the play, and they are also a mana creature deck. Ooh, but they are either Green Devotion or Ponza. I guess we will see. I'll be pretty happy if they're Ponza. Devotion will be a lot harder, because if we don't have a lot of disruption and they're going to go over the top of what we do, yeah, they're Devotion. At least they don't have Utopia Sprawl here. Emissary. Do they have a second Emissary? Oh no. This is 5 green mana now. Like a Garrick or something. Oh, they could Garrick and then Nykthos again. Oh no. Because now they have 1 floating, they untap the 2 lands, they get a second from the forest, sink that into the Nykthos, make 7 green. Okay, they're just oathing, so they're without a really big payoff here, even though, I mean, they've already made a bunch of stuff, so they just signed a Voyaging Satyr, so okay. So they have a bajillion mana next turn. I counted, don't worry, it's actually a bajillion. And I am just going to play Renegade Rallier, get back that land, and play another mana creature. Play the Flyer, just in case I feel it necessary to pressure the Garrick in the air. I guess the next turn I can Noble plus Township, but that requires me not attacking with Bird. But it means my Rallier attacks are 6, and they're going to need to triple block it to kill it. Oh geez, they're just attacking me. I guess could they have tried to kill me this turn? If they ultimate the Garrick, their attack is only for 18. It would have been a lethal attack, but I would have just chump blocked with a Bird, I guess, and gone to 1. I mean, that would have been my plan, but it wouldn't have been a good one. I probably would have just been dead next turn. I think that, as is here, it might be best for me to actually trade down if I'm going to be under pressure from these things, and then just use the Bird to pressure in the air. Yeah. I'm going to trade. I just want to get some Devotion out of the way here, even though they still have a million mana. Oh, jeez. They're making a lot of it. Okay, they just have Eternal Witness, so that makes sense. Yeah, this is not going well. Sure. They've got 2 more Nykthos activations here. If they're... Oh, they're just making a beast. Okay. I guess that makes sense. They don't want to... they know that I can pressure the Garrick in the air. So I think the plan here is just going to be get this other rallier into play to trade down and attack the Garrick for 2. Because if I'd played Township there, I can't play Noble, activate Township, and attack with Bird. We can get the Temple Garden now because we don't need the mana. I'm getting another fetch land, and yeah, we'll play off this. I'm going to leave this fetch uncracked in case I draw another Rallier. I'm going to need to draw something good, though, and have them brick for a bit. Their last card in hand is not a land. It might be another Nykthos, I guess. That would make sense. Almost anything else I think they would have cast, right? Like any mana creature, any emissary. Maybe it's another Garrick. Yeah, I think it has to be another Nykthos or another Garrick. I'm at 15. They have 11 power here. I mean, if they just cash in this Garrick on the next turn to make another beast, I trade off for the beast and take 8. Okay, they just drew Sprawl. Well, that's a good sign. That's probably their card for turn, and that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, they do cash it in for another beast. And now I'm going to trade... Oh, what is going on? Oh, they had another Eternal Witness. That also makes sense, yep. Oh, this is not good at all. Now they get to make another beast. Yeah, we're in some trouble here, boys and girls. So I trade with beast here. Oh, I would have attacked with Satyr there. And now I'm at 9. See, next turn, if I just activate Township and block, then I can trade for the 2 witnesses and eat the Arbor Elf, and everything else coming through is exactly 9. Oh, no, that's 11. So I need to draw some other creature here. Okay. If I can draw another cheap creature, maybe I can get there eventually. I don't really know because I'm being forced to trade early. And they're going to make some more beasts here in the next 2 turns. Yeah, Eternal Witness was really good to have the backup here. Just let them grind through me. Chord of Calling. Okay, well, let's consult the list. I think Kitchen Finks is going to be the find here. I do have Ranger of Eos, not that that does anything. Well, I could also try to get Archangel of Thune. So I have 6 lands. I could say block with just Noble and Archangel, but that's taking 11. And I'd be at 8. And I'd gain 3, so that is just not enough. If I get Kitchen Finks, because I can't get Finks and Township. So if I get Finks, I go. Let's say I don't use the Heath and I instead use a mana creature. 2, 3. Let's say I kill the Garrick. That's also probably good. This bird answers the Garrick. I use 1 mana creature to get a Finks. I go to 11. I block the 2 beasts. I take 10 and then go to 1. Then I gain 3 on the comeback, or go to 3 on the comeback, and then I can Township again, and block Beast, Witness. But they still have a bunch coming back. They still have 6 more power. So that's still not great. Eternal Witness isn't going to do enough. Ballista obviously not going to do anything. I can't like try to just chump block to live for a turn and top deck the combo, but that would require Collected Company. I would need to... Yeah, there's no way one card can get me infinite mana and something to use it with. So, I guess, I mean, it's an instant, so I think I can just kill the Garrick and be on my way. And see, maybe they get conservative and don't attack with the mana creatures or whatever. And that if that can save me any small amount of life, that would be very helpful. And this attack is definitely saves me damage in the long term by dealing with potential beasts down the road. So this is definitely a life positive attack, even if it makes me die more often on this turn. They can like draw 2 lands in a row here. Okay, they just go off with everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So now to Chord for Archangel. I would have to crack this fetch. I go to 8. This deals with both beasts, and they still have 10. So Archangel doesn't do it. So I think I have to be on the Finks plan of don't crack this, go to 11, block the 2 beasts, and take 10. Yeah. Cast. X is currently 3. If I can draw the other Finks, maybe we can do something. Okay, let's block. 1 beast, 2 beast. Take 10. Thraben Inspector. That's an interesting one. So now I'm at 3. And I can Inspector, block 4 things, and Township. And that does not do it. Because blocking 4 things has me take 4. So I guess we have to Inspector plus draw a card. And we need another creature here, and we need it to be good. Eternal Witness. So the problem here is now oh man, I'm so close. The problem here is now if I crack fetch to cast the Eternal Witness, now I'm at 2, and with 5 blockers I take exactly 2. But to not crack fetch, then I take away a blocker, so that doesn't get me anywhere. And I don't think Chord does anything, because I can't Chord into another way to gain life. I can only Chord for 2 after witnessing, and so Chord for 2 just gets like Devoted Druid or another Thraben Inspector. Vizier isn't good. So that's not going to do it. So I think if I tap out for Witness, they just know I'm dead. So I just have to pass the turn and hope they don't attack with everything. I don't know. Seems like my only shot. We were real close to stabilizing this. Yeah, they just slam everything in. Really explosive draw from our opponent. It just put us behind from the start. We made a bunch of mana, but we weren't able to get to a point fast enough where we started activating Township. Okay, how do I want to play this match? I probably need to bring in Path to Exile, even though it does ramp them. Or maybe, you know what? I think maybe our best bet is to just try to be a combo deck. So let's just bring in the Chalet and bring out like Tireless Tracker. Yeah, I'm not winning if we play a fair game. Their deck is just way too good at that. So I'm just going to prioritize being a combo deck here. Yes. This is definitely a matchup where the normal Counters Company version is probably better. And no green mana here is a definite mulligan. Only one land, and our scry is going to be irrelevant, but we've got a good mix of stuff. And we should be able to cord for something good. So this will be a keep. If I have a land on top, maybe I'm supposed to wait and just double mana creature on 2. I think I am. Okay, well, that's going to go to the bottom. And they keep 7. Let's just get a forest. We got plenty of white mana from our creatures, which our opponent is unlikely to remove from the battlefield. Another turn 1 Arbor Elf is quite scary. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Am I supposed to Finks here, or am I supposed to just Bird to set up Ranger for next turn? Not clear, to be honest, because I don't think like attacking them with Finks does a whole lot. Yeah, I'm actually going to Bird. Again, this is me trying to be a combo deck. I think Ranger, finding more creatures so I can cord for large numbers and getting more mana on the battlefield here is more important than the Finks. And if they go off here like they did last game, I can just play the Finks. Oh no, they have the Sprawl Elf start this time. That is no bueno. So they're going to have 4 mana here, enough for a Garruk. And, yep, they can now make 3 mana off the Garruk Plus. They did name red here, so no Wistful Selkies coming out. What else you got? Burning Tree. They have a Lightning Bolt. So they have brought in some disruption. Alright, well, I'm getting punished for how I sequenced this. Having the Finks down early to pressure this Garruk would have been quite advantageous. I probably should have played, I guess, Bird first into Finks would have been the sequence then, because then they would have killed Bird, and then I play Noble and this turn and deal with the Garruk. Oh, and they have Nykthos. So this is filthy. Just filthy. This feels... Oh god, are they prime-timing me? That is exactly what they're doing. Yeah, the turn 1 Arbor Elf, turn 2 Garruk, kill your mana creature, turn 3 Primeval Titan draw is a tough one for me. Temple of Abandon, that's a cute one. I haven't seen that one before. I think having an ETB tap land is pretty rough, though. They scry to the top. I hope I'm not dead to this Kessig Wolf run next turn, but I might be. I think if I get one more turn, I might have a shot. They're playing something else. Oh, geez. Witness back, Lightning Bolt, bolt your other mana creature. This is a slaughter fest. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to be good. Yeah, even if I kill the Garruk, they still would have prime-timed me on turn 3. I'd be in better shape. I wouldn't have the Garruk here. Don't think they would have been able to witness and kill and bolt the other mana creature. So I would have been able to get like both Finks down to maybe block this prime time and go from there. Because if they're down Garruk, just to have this prime time, I mean, I'm still kind of rough to the Wolf Run. So like that, they have 6 devotion if this is gone. So this makes 6. This untaps makes 8. And the other 3 are the start of the Wolf Run. So they minimum get to Wolf Run for 8. And that's if they don't do other things. So that's a 14-point attack. I soak up 4. I guess I would have been at 22. So I go to 12. I gained 4 when they come back. I go to 16. And then I've got to survive them just wolf running the other creatures while I try to cobble together some sort of combo. I guess if they hadn't witnessed, they would have just maybe attacked and then witnessed back the Titan. Yeah, this is all going bad for me. This is a matchup where the fair part of this deck is not an advantage. And you really just want to be unfair because they are a deck that really goes over the top of you, being a ramp deck. And wow, did they go over the top of me. And they went over real fast. Burning Tree Emissary and Nykthos and Arbor Elf Sprawl are all very explosive cards. And you saw it on full display in those games. Honestly, the Green Devotion deck is one that I've toyed with for a couple of years now. I've never pulled the trigger and really played it at a tournament because I don't think it's quite there yet. But it's close, and it's better than most people think. Especially now that we have the packed versions that get so many different, so many redundant copies of Emissary, so they can more consistently get those explosive turns on turn 2, turn 3. Definitely risky to pack into them, but it's modern. That's the game you're playing. Against a lot of decks that don't interact a ton with you early, even a deck like Humans, you're pretty resilient to Thalia and to Kite Self Rebooter. Meddling Mage and Reflector Mage are a problem, but if you get to blank half their destructive elements, that's pretty good. And it goes over the top of a lot of the other creature decks, and it is fairly resilient actually because of the Planeswalkers against heavy disruption decks. So it's one of those sort of slower combo decks that's not as good against decks that get underneath it, but better against the disruptive elements of the format. So not a bad place to be, especially now with Jeskai everywhere and other control decks, things like KCI doing well. Could be a deck that I look at again. It smushed me there, though. And hope you enjoyed watching that one, and you can come back and see me on Monday. Bye.